Welcome to Business Review, a daily program that delves into the latest and most significant economic stories. From stock markets to currency news, Business Review covers the most up-to-date developments in the global economic world.
The mayor of Barcelona, Ada Colau, said that the cancellation of the Mobile World Congress will have an economic impact on the city of Barcelona and the rest of Spain, and that all administrations are going to work together to face it. Organizers said the decision to cancel a major telecoms conference in Barcelona, slated for later this month after mass withdrawals due to fears over a coronavirus outbreak, was motivated only by a desire to protect people's health and safety. Workers at the Fira Barcelona, where the Congress would have taken place, said its cancellation was going to have a negative impact on them as they will have less days of work. A taxi driver said the city would be more empty and therefore indirectly affect the taxi sector. And a restaurant owner said the cancellation would take away 18 days of good business in the month of February, which is usually quiet. The GSMA Telecoms body cancelled the February 24th through 27th event, despite assurances from local and national health officials that it would have been safe to hold it. The GSMA takes out standard insurance cover on behalf of exhibitors. This does not cover the spread of communicable diseases, unless health authorities issue travel restrictions according to the event's website. According to the GSMA, the Congress typically hosts between 5,000 and 6,000 guests from China alone, with Huawei being one of the event's largest exhibitors. With more than 110,000 visitors previously expected to attend the event, local media have estimated the Congress generates around $546.1 million for Barcelona and creates about 14,000 temporary jobs.
Lebanon's state-owned carrier Middle East Airlines, or MEA, reversed a decision to accept payment only in US dollars after a backlash on Sunday, February 16th. The decision was taken as Lebanon grapples with a foreign currency liquidity crisis that has led the Lebanese pound to lose more than a third of its value against the dollar. News of the decision drew dozens of people to MEA's ticket office at Beirut Airport, where they tried to buy tickets in Lebanese pounds before the decision was due to take effect on Monday, February 17th. Former Foreign Minister Gibran Basel had earlier declared the decision illegal. Writing on Twitter, parliamentarian Fuad Makhzoumi said the move put the Lebanese under effective house arrest and must be cancelled. President Michel Aoun said airfares should be priced in Lebanese pounds in line with the law. Lebanon's financial crisis came to a head last year as capital flows into the country slowed down and protests erupted against ruling politicians over decades of corruption and bad governance.
Food industries occupy a great importance for the Palestinian economy, as they contribute more than 24% of the value of production and about 22% of the total Palestinian exports, which is the second export sector after stone and marble, which makes it extremely important due to its ability to export and meet a large part of the Palestinian consumers' needs. The Palestinian food industry sector is characterized by vitality and stability due to its manufacturing industry, which depends mainly on resources, a large part of which are available from the Palestinian agriculture sector products. The food sector also provides more job opportunities than any of the other industrial sectors, where it currently occupies more than 15,000 workers.
في قطاع غزة هناك قطاع صناعات غذائية.
In Gaza Strip, there is a food industry sector that provides high-quality products. A large group of the factories located in Gaza Strip have obtained a certificate of international quality. Unfortunately, these factories operate with low production capacity due to poor marketing in the Gaza Strip. with poor economic conditions and therefore cannot market their products in markets. The West Bank, which was dependent on marketing it before the imposed siege on Gaza.
Food factories, sweets and candy factories have expanded to become the most basic food commodity for Palestinian society. Today, it provides more than 120 commodities and a national food product. These factories are considered one of the most important pillars of the Palestinian economy. Many wafer products and Ras Al Abd sweets are exported to the West Bank and Gulf countries in Jordan, and this is due to the high value of the Gazan product and its quality, which applies to international quality and standards.
The company here accommodates 50 workers with their families, and this is because it only works 50% of the time. But if the factory is 100% efficient, this number will more than double. But this is due to the electricity problem that affects the number of working hours of the factory and its production.
المصنع ينتج العديد من الأصناف.
Al Auda Factories company produces many varieties that exceed 82 products of wafers, biscuits, cakes, Ras Al Abd, desserts, ice creams, and chips. We have opened another branch in the West Bank to expand our ability to export abroad. We have exported to the Gulf countries in general and Jordan, and we have the ability to compete in international markets.
The Palestinian food industries occupy a vital position within the Palestinian industrial sector in general, and within the manufacturing sector in particular. The number of establishments in the food and beverage product industries in the West Bank and Gaza reached 2,343 establishments and represents 14% of the total Palestinian establishments. Also, the olive oil industry is considered one of the most important food industries in Palestine and the Gaza Strip, especially where the Gaza Strip achieved its self-sufficiency in olive oil this season by 100%, which strengthens the Palestinian national economy and saved large sums on the Gaza Strip in the annual import of olive oil. For KTV2, this is Business Review Program, Yumna Sayed, Gaza, Palestine.
France Total said it had signed 2 agreements to add 2 gigawatts of solar power capacity to its portfolio as it enters the Spanish renewable market. Total Solar International signed the deal with Spain's Powertis and Solar Bay Renewable Energy. Total did not give a value for the deals but said it would pay fees to the firms at agreed steps during the development of the projects.
باعتقادي أن شراء توتال لشركة إنرجي
In my opinion, I do believe that the market is competitive and Total is trying its best to compete and spread in the European market and beyond. This is the world we live in. We are bombarded with competitive players who manipulate the energy market. Total is aware of this huge competition and wants to dominate the market completely. It's totally expected.
Total has been expanding into renewable energy, setting a target to achieve generation capacity of 25 gigawatts by 2025. The agreements with the Spanish firms follow 2 solar deals in Qatar and India. Under the agreement with Powertis, which develops solar power projects in Europe and South America, the companies will establish a joint venture to develop solar projects in Europe and specifically in Spain.
We are convinced that environmentalism is the future for our economy, but to see it applied here and see that residents support it is very heartwarming in these difficult times with the economic and social crisis. We are convinced that environmentalism is the solution. The interesting thing here is that it works, it creates jobs and it creates a better quality of life.
In the agreement, Total Solar will acquire 100% of solar projects being developed by Solar Bay in Andalusia, Aragon and Castilla-La Mancha regions of Spain, representing total capacity of up to 1.2 gigawatts. Spain benefits from a solar resource that is unparalleled in Europe. Its photovoltaic market is one of the most dynamic in Europe. This is Farah Al-Hashim reporting for the Business Review, KTV2, Paris.
This has been Business Review, your daily source for the most critical stories in the financial world. Tune in next time for the latest financial news impacting the world economy.